subscribe? Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Speaking of shooting, there was another shooting. Another white man shot up ICE detention center. Was it an ICE detention center down in Dallas, right? It's so many. I'm just losing track. So this white man, his name is Joshua John. He shot some ICE agents down there. Like, good Lord. So this dude, and I think, didn't he kill himself? I think he offed himself. He killed one person, two persons, something like that. I don't know. I'm just losing track with these suspected white supremacist males just shooting up shit it ain't even once a week. It's high profile shootings every other day now. But they won't deal with that. They won't deal with these internal issues of these violent white male supremacist suspects running around here. Is always deflecting on the black people. Man, in the last couple of weeks, there's been like 7 or 8 high profile white male shootings. Good freaking grief. And even and it's always some deflection. Even with this guy, this white man who shot up some ICE agents at a detention center, these folks are spinning it to still blame some black people. Just like with Charlie Kirk, they done spun that to blame blacks. It's always a weird ass reach and spin to blame black people. See, deflection, that's the core defense mechanism for white supremacy. See, the white supremacists, they refuse to acknowledge the violent pathology within their own group. So when this Joshua dude does a mass shooting, the white supremacists around the country, they want to start talking about what about black on black crime? There's mass shooting too. They start talking about urban violence with zero correlation. So that's a psychological projection. Like your brother said, they do not want to be held accountable for nothing. You understand? And then they start talking about some damn Chicago. That's the little racist dog whistle when a white male commits some kind of violent act. The white supremacists start running around talking about, well, what about Chicago? Well, yeah, there's a lot of shootings in Chicago too. So it's not about data. It's all about keeping the image of black criminality alive in the public consciousness while they erase the real growing threat of white male domestic terrorism. And they know that these white males, these white supremacist suspect males, they're the leading perpetrators of mass shootings. That's what somebody was bringing up to Charlie Kirk right before he got hit. The vast majority of mass shootings and domestic terrorism in America are carried out by white supremacist suspect males. These shooters are never racialized. Nobody says we need to do something about white supremacist male crime. Instead, it's always individualized. It's pathologized. It's mental illness. Guns. Well, let's gun violence. They start talking about guns. It's never the white supremacist males. And then they create the false narrative of liberal violence. See, after this Josh dude, he attacked the ICE facility. Instead of them acknowledging the radicalization among white extremist circles, they're running around here they're trying to blame black politicians now. They're like, well, Hakeem Jeffries had said something about ICE agents, and Maxine Waters had said something. They start talking about black politicians. So, yeah, they're already pivoting to blame black people. So they like to weaponize black politicians as scapegoats. Just like when white supremacists and racist cops were shooting black people a decade ago, they were, well, Obama, well, it's Obama with these policies. They blame everything on Obama. Yeah. But see, they use black politicians as racialized scapegoats. So when these white supremacists they start committing violence, they say, well, it's because liberals like Maxine Waters, they created an anti-government environment. So their racial scapegoating, they'll disguise it as some kind of political commentary. Yeah, it's not about no policy. It's all about trying to find a black face to blame. You see, they refuse to see white violence as a collective threat. See, if a black person commits a crime, it's a symptom of blackness. Just like this person out there in North Carolina, the subway thing with the white woman, they're running around here talking about black culture, black culture. They ain't got a goddamn thing to do with no damn black culture. Number one, many people don't believe is real. A lot of white people are questioning that. There's some everything about that shit looks off. That's number one. Number two, even if it's genuine, ain't no black people co-signing that at all. Ain't nobody co-signing some random bullshit like that. Has zero to do with black people or black culture. Zero. But see, when a white man shoots up an ICE facility and they do the same thing once a damn week, oh, they're just a bunch of lone wolves. They're a bunch of troubled souls. Yeah. Well, he was radicalized by liberals. They turned it into a political thing. White supremacist culture, boy, they refuse to apply collective blame or responsibility to white identity, even when the patterns are just repeating over and over and over again. Because, see, they got to maintain the myth of white innocence. The white supremacists, boy, they work overtime to maintain the myth that the white supremacists, they are inherently rational, inherently nonviolent, inherently law abiding. So acknowledging that these white supremacist males are leading in mass violence, see, that shatters the whole narrative. So they have to manufacture black boogeyman stories in order to redirect attention because all black crime is racialized. If a kid steals a pack of bubble gum out of a store, oh God, the father, it's the culture of fatherlessness. Oh God, those hood rats. He was raised by one of those black hood rats. Oh, the culture. Look at the culture. You understand? The white shooters, they shoot up people every damn week. Oh well, God, it was goddamn the Black Caucus, the goddamn Congressional Black Caucus made the white man shoot. It was them who did it. It's never whiteness that's brought into question. See, that's a deliberate double standard for the white supremacists to kind of shield white men from some systematic critique. And the white supremacists, what they're trying to do, they're really trying to regain control of the narrative post Charlie Kirk. Since the death of Charlie Kirk, these white supremacists, they feel a major spiritual and symbolic defeat. That Charlie Kirk thing, family, that was a major spiritual defeat for them. This is why they're freaking out and just trying to go overboard to compensate. You see, these folks are talking about having a goddamn commemorative coin for Charlie Kirk. Did y'all see that bullshit? They're talking about minting some commemorative coins for Charlie Kirk. Some right-wing Republicans are trying to they're going to push legislation for that. They're just going overboard with this thing. It's redamn ridiculous, but it shows desperation. See, a lot of these they're paranoid about some type of black retribution spiritually, socially. So they're using every opportunity now to reframe white violence as liberal chaos, a minority induced unrest, so they can try to reclaim moral high ground. And all this liberal deflection, see, they're trying to lay the groundwork for political violence. So when they try to reframe these white shooters as products of liberal chaos, what they're trying to do is justify future acts of right-wing violence as self-defense. You see, that dangerous ass logic that allows white supremacists to commit violence under the pretext of restoring order or defending America. But in reality, they're the source of the disorder. So you got to watch what these people are doing, all that liberal talk. And you understand? Watch when they do that liberal talk. Liberal, that's a code word. Really, when it gets down to it, that's a code word for black. When they start blaming liberals and owning the libs and all that stuff, and Look, attacks on liberals are veiled attacks on black people, especially black political figures. See, liberal is a racial dog whistle for black. When white supremacists say liberal, they're not referring to an ideology, they're referring to really race. And the term becomes a racialized euphemism and it allows them to hide their anti-black intent behind political language. That's why Black Lives Matter, they would always, oh, I hate Black Lives Matter. Oh, they need to be killed. They're trying to act like they were talking about a liberal organization, but they were talking about black people. That's why they always conflate black with liberal. Anytime a black person does something, oh, look at these liberals, all the libs. Yeah? Even if the black person has moderate or even conservative views, he's a liberal. That's a code word. Now, let's be clear. They're not talking about white liberals get a pass. White liberals get a pass, but the black liberals, they get the fury. See, when the white supremacists start raging about liberals, they're not going to target the white liberal elites with any kind of real violence or animosity. They'll give them a slap on the wrist. Just like with Jimmy Kimmel, he got a slap on the wrist. They're not going to let him be punished too long. He took his show off the air for like 2 days and put it right back on the air. They'll do a little hazing for them, but no, no, no. The real smoke is going to be for the black liberals or the black people. Yeah, the white liberals, they'll get labeled as being misguided. Hey, you need to come on back, get on code. White liberals, they'll spank them a little bit just for being off code, but like all the smoke is for the black liberals. The Hakeem Jeffries, Obama, Al Sharpton, all that congressional black caucus, that becomes the face of the enemy. They get targeted with the real vitriol. You see, and liberal violence narratives, those are proxies for just anti-black violence. When that Joshua dude shot up the ICE detention center, they start running around. Oh, it's the liberals. Oh, Antifa. He might be with Antifa. Yeah. So we got to watch that. Watch that language. See, the thing is, the white supremacists, what they really fear is black political power, not liberalism. See, white supremacists, they don't hate liberalism per se. They don't, no, 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 no. I want y'all to understand when they mean liberal. What they don't like, they fear black influence over American politics. See, and black people, we've influenced a lot of liberal policies. So that's why whenever the white supremacists are attacking liberalism, it's always them attacking something politically that has something to do with what black people have implemented. What do they attack? Affirmative action. When they start, we're going to own the libs. We're going to attack reparations. We're going to own the libs and we're going to go attack DEI. That's supposed to be something that black connected. We're going to attack CRT. All of their liberal attacks is something associated with some kind of justice for black people on paper, because a lot of that DEI, it ends up helping white women and all that other shit. But it's supposed to help us in spirit. And they'll attack it anyway because it's a code. Even if we don't benefit from it, they still attack it because it's a code for us. So we got to understand what they mean with all that liberal talk. Yeah. Let me get Brother Torin in here. Brother Torin in the building. Torin in the building. Torin in the building. I'm good, man. How are you, sir?
Maintaining, man, staying up when I should get some rest, but you know how it is.
No doubt.
I just want to make 2 points, and I'd love to get your thoughts on it.
Yes.
White supremacy is really, in my opinion, based on one of the foundations of white supremacy is the white male being worshipped. And I feel like what's happening and why they're reacting so much to Charlie Kirk is because black people, for the most part, have been ridiculing the death of Charlie Kirk, and they've got jokes for Charlie Kirk. And they can't stand that because it's funny because these are the same people who claim to love dark, edgy humor, right? They love South Park, they love Family Guy, they love all this stuff. But when black people have jokes about Charlie Kirk getting his neck popped, then all of a sudden it's outrageous and everybody needs to be censored and lose their job.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I want to bring up is you were just talking about liberal politics and black politics. And my thing is, I don't see how they are so concerned with liberal politics or black politics because, frankly, the majority of the black politicians that are on the Democratic side or considered liberals have no backbone. Like you just mentioned Hakeem Jeffries, and he voted to commemorate Charlie Kirk. So I'm like, what's the point of you even being a black politician if you're going to do stuff like that? And I'll like,
Yes, indeed. But yeah, even though they don't really do anything for black people, again, they're political scapegoats. They're very good scapegoats, so the white supremacists can use them. So even if they don't do anything for us, when these white supremacists go shoot up something, oh, it was Maxine Waters. She radicalized them by criticizing ICE. It's that type of shit. Murphy, what's up, Murphy?
I mean, let's be very clear to the previous person. The reason, I mean, in terms of white supremacy, let's be very clear. It's really all about the women. And I say this,
Thank you.
I'm sorry, sir, can I finish my sentence? Is that okay? One of the things that I think if you look at, I mean, if you look at women all across the world, right? So let's say if we were to dissect types of women and the women that men sort of sought after or seek after, right? I mean, there's a great amount of men from all different cultures, whether you're white or black or something in between. So they like Japanese women. It doesn't mean you got yourself a Japanese woman.
Man, what kind of mayo babble are you doing? Man, what are you talking about? Boy, you are mayo babbling like a mug. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, ma'am? You're not making a lick of sense.
I would ask you to follow my response to the previous gentleman. Can you do that, Tariq?
Ma'am, you're babbling. Now, if you're
Can you follow?
now, if you on meth, can you finish smoking it before you start talking, ma'am? Can you get all the meth out the pipe so that it can kind of normalize and stabilize you a little bit? I know meth can kind of take you different places, but you gotta smoke all of it if you're gonna smoke it, so it can at least calm you down a little bit.
Why do you know so much about smoking meth
Because a lot,
type?
a lot of you suspected white supremacists call up here on meth, so I'm pretty familiar with it.
Why do you know so much as I'm responding to the black men talking about white women? He's talking about women. He's talking about who likes the type of. Like, so, are you listening? Are you paying any attention, sir? Are you on meth? Are you on meth, Tariq?
No,
You must be on something to come up on here and keep muting folks.
yeah, because you got to be coherent, ma'am. You're not at Spearmint Rhino. You're not at the strip club, ma'am. You got to have some decorum in here, ma'am.
Who's at the strip club though? It's certainly not me. It must be the black women up on this space.
No.
Right? Isn't that what Tommy says? You're
Why are you gonna just take a
isn't that what Tommy
why would you just take a shot at black women for no reason? What was that about? Now what's that about? You just gonna take a shot at the sisters for no reason? Really, Miss Murphy?
No, sir. I was responding to your previous guest and you've muted me like 8 times. When you
We don't mayo babble. We don't want to hear mayo babble, Miss Murphy. Now, can you make a coherent?
you mute
Yes, I'm going to continue to mute you because this is my house. You're a guest here. You're not going to come in here running stuff, ma'am. Now you're going to sit down.
the only
Oh no, you're going to sit down and don't get any wet dog smell on my sofa. That's what you're going to do. You got to calm down, ma'am. Now, what's on your mind? Let's see if you can have a coherent thought. 'Cause I don't like
I'm sir,
I don't like you just disrespecting black women just out the blue. I kind of feel a way about that.
I'm not sure that you know how to spell coherent, sir.
Well, ma'am,
So actually
oh, you know how to spell METH. I know you know how to spell that. What does that spell?
I don't think that you know how to spell it.
Yes,
I mean, the GED,
spell. Boy, you got real white on that one.
y'all got a GED, but I mean, let's be very clear, Tariq, that you have otherwise you have no skill set whatsoever that are desirable to any place in the universe.
Now, what do you have, ma'am? You're a methed out, suspected white supremacist woman, and I guess the white men don't even want you.
Oh, I'm
They don't even want you no more, ma'am. You sound haggard and toe up and high. So you can't even get you a good white man. Black men don't want you.
I mean, you sound really short.
Okay, ma'am. So you're gonna date you a Mexican immigrant. Do you have a Mexican immigrant?
You sound very short right now, Tariq. How tall are you, by the way? I just wanted to clarify.
Taller than your Mexican husband, sir, ma'am. I'm taller than him. You have a Mexican husband, don't you, ma'am?
I mean, I think you're like 5'5", and that's why you come out here and you have this sort of
No, ma'am. I'm a pretty tall, handsome.
you do this bravado.
I'm a pretty tall, handsome gentleman. I'm taller than your Mexican husband, ma'am.
The only reason that you have any
Like a broke Lucy and Ricky Ricardo running around the projects.
your whole thing is you have to find stupid black people to follow you.
Okay, why black people got to be stupid? You don't sound like the brightest bulb in the damn lamp, ma'am. So
No, I said stupid.
who are you to call anybody stupid?
No, I said stupid black.
You can't even form a sentence, ma'am. You're supposed to be high IQ, and you sound
Oh, I am high IQ and only
and
stupid.
you can't form a cohesive sentence, ma'am. You're in a trailer park, high and babbling with a Mexican husband. All right. And you got heartburn from the burritos because your little European system can't take all them peppers and spices, right?
Says the weird dude, like white women, right? Is that what you do on the side? You just don't.
Not smashed a white woman in 25 years. All right. Do not put that on me. The last time I smashed a white woman was in the 90s. All right. And I had to stop because I couldn't get that scent off me for about a week. But it's okay. It's
I know. You want
pretty white women out there. I'm not hating on the white women. Shout out to the white women. There's some pretty white women out there, but
you wanted
there's
the
some
dirt.
pretty white women, but you ain't one of them.
As Tommy said, you needed the dirty hair scent on your body, right? You're like 5'4", Tariq. You have no skill.
Ma'am, you're describing your bra size. All right. You got big, long, weird titties and no ass, ma'am. You shape like the letter P. But go ahead, dear.
No, you go ahead. I mean, I'm getting very small dick energy from you right now.
You're getting that from your community, ma'am. That's your family. Your brothers and your dad, their dicks are so small they pee on their nuts. That's your family, ma'am.
Very, very small dick energy. I mean, who raised you? Was it like a crackhead
That's your,
in the ghetto? Is that where you came from, Tyrone?
you were raised by a meth head in the trailer park? Were you raised by that?
No, I said, were you?
Were you raised by that, dear? Murphy, do you fantasize about black men? You sound like the kind that
Who did you get it? Which white women adopted?
keep bringing up a black man. So you fantasize about black men, ma'am? Is that what you do? We don't.
Which white woman adopted you out from your crackhead black mother? Which one? Which white woman do you owe your life to, Tariq? You got your whole GED. You are a very special black man, Tariq.
And ma'am, your butt cheeks look like omelets. All right. You're a flat booty, bad built cave dweller. All right.
I mean, but what would I do with those giant lips that you have?
Right.
Who would care?
Nothing, ma'am. You got to go get Botox. All right. You look like
I mean, you
you
don't need.
look like a mayonnaise encrusted blowfish. But anyway, let me get some more people.
You definitely don't
Hey,
need.
get out of here. I'm not trying to hear a methed out mayo maiden. All right. Let me get some more people in. You're getting boring, ma'am. All right. Let's see. We got a lot of people in here. All right. All right. Bushmeat barrister, what is it? Hop on bushmeat.
Yeah. Before you were, muting that last one, it was what you were doing with her was pretty hilarious. I guess she didn't know that you're actually, I think you're well over 6 feet,
Yeah.
but she was bringing up a good point about the women in that is the pretty much the cause, liberal women that is the cause of the mass shootings and what's going on in the black community, specifically this Joshua Johns good dude. If you don't know about his background, he was raised by a single mother. His mother is a far left liberal, and his sister who's young. His younger sister has been arrested like about 5 or 6 times. She's like extremely far left as well.
How
So
do you
this is the same case with a lot of black,
don't
young.
know? You don't know if they're far left. You don't know none of their political affiliations.
Uh,
Yeah, you just saying shit. The black receipt, hop on in here.
Yeah, I believe Barrister is a homosexual male.
Yep.
That's why he has so many great
no, the black.
women.
I did my research. He came from a
No,
single mother home.
you done
His
your
single mother
research.
was his younger sister has been arrested like 5 or 6 times. She's part of the LGBTQ. She's just far left,
Part
just
of your
far left
community.
group,
You're a part.
basically.
They are
And
part of your community.
they believe, and a lot of black boys are being raised in this same type of community, this culture as
Like,
well. It's a culture of It's a culture of
yeah,
fatherlessness.
you raised in LGBT too, Bushmeat, because you got to.
No, I'm not LGBTQ. Here's the thing: these young black boys are being raised by black women, far left black women, and their minds are being destroyed.
I don't. I just don't want to hear Bushmeat's bullshit. I don't feel like even hearing it. I'm not going to waste time debunking Bushmeat Barrister. I don't even want to hear it. Lord, let's get regrets. Hop on in.
Hey Tariq, so I wanted to run past you with what's her name? Amanda Seals said. She said something about how immigrants are what make America great or something about that. And I was also talking to my Mexican friend and he was like, "Oh, Trump, he's just like Hitler." And I'm like, do y'all know where Hitler got his idea for the Holocaust from? Why do y'all keep bringing that up? And it started to dawn on me that a lot of these immigrants act like they in a Jewish state of mind while they simultaneously are protesting with this Palestine stuff. Like they are perpetrators, but at the same time, they want to be these people that are also hurt, like in the Holocaust. Okay, so what is you talking about? He talking about look at he's burning the books, LGBT books, nobody cares. Then with the Black History Museum, okay, white people don't tell the truth all the time. Hello, America, go and support Black-owned museums and make sure your children are knowing Black history. And then this immigration stuff, a lot of the Jews back then, they would get exiled from a lot of countries. They would come over there and start hiring one another and start running them up and all types of stuff. And you're seeing now that a lot of these immigrants, they do the same type of behaviors. And they'll sit up and say that, you know, no land is stolen land when it comes to what's happening over here. But then they sitting there crying, talk about the Jews can't steal land over there. Like, which one is it? But I'll land my plane.
Thank you, dear. All right. Let's get Tex Mex Rex. Tex Mex Rex. All right, Tex Mex. Let's get Anth. Let's try Anth.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, brother? What?
I'm doing pretty good. So just to talk about what you were saying a little bit earlier, how they come on here and talk about crime, about black folks doing crime.
Yeah.
But if you go look in every little town in America and just look on there and then compare the numbers, you could compare your own numbers in real time and see who's doing most of the crime.
Oh yeah.
And another point, I stay around them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in a small rural town. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I see them and I've been around them. I've been listening to you for like 8-10 years plus. So I'm happy to be up here. But another point that you're saying, they do all do meth. It's even some cops that's been in my house. I had to kick him out of my house. I'm like, your boy on meth. He keep looking up and down, can't keep his head straight. What's good? He ain't like a bobblehead.
Mm.
This is real talk. I'm telling you, I had to kick him out of my house because he was so methed out.
Wow.
But yeah, you're right. Most of them are methed out. And most of them, I was down here when they had the, you know what I'm saying, after George Floyd or whatever, when they was doing all the riots. They were so scared. They so scared of, y'all don't realize how scared there already is of us. They've been scared. They were so scared, boring up. So I said, ain't nobody from Minneapolis coming down here, fool. they ain't thinking about you. We don't operate like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My man. Thank you for the call, brother. Appreciate you.
Tonight, root work tonight, root work tonight, root work tonight. I'll be feeling so right. I got that root work tonight. Feeling fresh from the morning light. Root work hit me, I'm set for the night. Look good, smell right. Yeah, I'm that type. got that root work tonight. Root work tonight. Yeah, root work tonight. I'll be feeling so right. I got that